you to leave, cause I know exactly where it leads, but I watch us go round and round each time. You got that James Dean daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like, and when we go crashing down, we come back.
Hey guys, so I'm here with my second Valentine's Day tutorial. I'm kind of on a roll because last year I think I did 0 Valentine's Day tutorials, and this year I'm doing 2. So being that this may be the last one, I asked what you guys would like to see on Instagram, and everyone pretty much said a soft neutral glam look. So I came up with this look for you guys here. I do apologize if this isn't as soft glam as you're expecting, but this is what I consider a soft glam look. Very bronzy neutral tones, pinky lips, very youthful and very girly and feminine. I am not a person who usually does like no makeup or very light makeup. If I'm gonna put on makeup and put on eyeshadows and foundations, I have so much makeup in my makeup collection that I might as well use it and put it to use. So I am either no makeup, or I am either something like this or my heavy glam. There is no middle ground with me. It's like all or nothing. So I did want to put together something a little less smoky than I usually do, because I know I'm like the queen of smoky eyes, and just something very basic that all girls are going to be able to use on Valentine's Day, because no matter your skin tone, no matter your eye shape, no matter whatever your makeup skill level, every woman is going to be able to recreate this, because it is one of the simplest looks, and it's very effective, because on Valentine's Day you still want to look a little bit zhuzhed up, but you want to look like yourself and the most pretty kind of girl next door with a bam, I think someone put on Instagram. So I hope you guys love it as much as I did. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess we'll just get into the tutorial now. I love you guys so much, and let's just get started. Bye! Okay guys, the struggle with this voiceover is so real today. The first eyeshadow I am taking is Toast from Bobbi Brown. This is the perfect transition shade. It's a gorgeous peachy brown, and I'm doing standard stuff, throwing this in the transition area, duh. And then I'm going to go in with Swiss Chocolate from MAC. This is a medium warm tone brown. And I'm going to start feathering this directly in my crease about 3/4 of the way in. Nothing too major, and then I'm going to blend it out. Oh, and can we please excuse the big spot on my chin and my chin. Aunt Flo is in town. We have a visitor in this video, and quite frankly, she wreaked havoc on my chin, and the ring light is great for showing how good the makeup looks, but it also makes your imperfections look 10 times worse than they look in the mirror. So please bear with me. We will be covering that up later. I'm then using Makeup Forever M600, which is pink brown, I believe. And I'm focusing this just on the outer half of the crease over that Swiss Chocolate to create a little bit of depth. I am not going for a smoky eye today, but my eye shape needs to have a little bit of depth. Well, it doesn't need, but I like to create depth to my eyes with eyeshadow because I don't have very deep set eyes, so I like to create that illusion. So doing that softly just adds a little bit of something, you know? And then I'm going together with Too Faced Glitter Glue. I'm going together. No, I am not. I'm patting this onto my lid, onto the blank space before using MAC Tan Pigment. Guys, if you don't own this pigment, I mean, have you been living under a rock your entire life? Everyone needs to own this pigment. This is an OG pigment. It was the first pigment I ever purchased, and it is so beautiful. Even without Too Faced Glitter Glue, it's like a foiled finish. It's a rose gold, it's copper, it's bronze goddess. It is just everything. So I'm packing this onto my lid with a flat shader brush. And then I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going back into that Makeup Forever eyeshadow and just adding this really to the outer corner of the eye. I'm not feathering it in. I'm literally just tapping this right on the very outer corners just for a little bit more depth. If you already have deep set eyes, you won't need to do this step. But like I said, I like to create depth. And just for me, I just felt it looked a little bit better than leaving that space blank. So I decided to use it last minute. I'm then going to go ahead and use my Maybelline liquid liner. I love this stuff. And I'm doing a thin black line. Obviously it's black, but I don't like to do wing liner or stick liner because again, I have a small lid space, so it just cuts off my entire eye, and there's no point doing eyeshadow if you're just going to have black, like a big black line when you open your eyes. Here I am prepping my lashes for false eyelashes, I can't even talk today, with mascara. And the lashes I am using are Ashlin by Flutter lashes. They're very natural and wispy and flirty, and you can see in this clip here, they make such a difference. They're so wispy and fluttery, but they're not overpowering at all. So I just like to use lashes all the time, even in a soft glam look. Here I am using the NARS Pore Line Filler. A lot of you guys wanted to know my thoughts on this. Sorry, my sister's in the back in the mirror there. I am not in love with this, but I also don't hate it. So I don't know, I don't think it's a must-have. Here I'm applying foundation. This is the new NARS All Day Weightless Luminous in the shade Barcelona. It was the first time I'm using this, and I had a holy shit moment because I put on quite a lot. I didn't realize you barely needed any of it. and it is so pigmented. Like the color is just super pigmented, so I almost thought I was going to have to start over again, but it worked out in the end. I will have a review on that foundation coming up. Here I want to show you guys how I'm doing my cream contour. So this is the Mercier contour kit. I start by taking that lightest cool tone gray color and just putting it right in my contour lines, basically underneath my cheekbones right there. And then I go ahead and feather this color around my forehead. I don't really like to contour my nose or my forehead too much because they're not really trouble areas, but I like to use the darker shade, the second medium shade, and just focus this more towards my hairline, just for even more chiseled look. And then I take the yellow highlight color and put this down the center of my nose, also on top of my cheekbones and in the center of my forehead, just to add a little bit of glow under my powder highlight. This again is something new. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Oh my god, you guys, this is my new holy grail concealer. If you guys like the NARS Creamy Concealer but you don't like how thick it is, you want something just as pigmented and with just as much coverage but not as thick, this is your guy. It is amazing, especially for dry under eyes. So I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender, and then I'm going to use a separate clean beauty blender in a second when the clip comes up to blend out my cream contour right here. I look very stripy. I know these colors are really contrasting, but when I set this and when I put my blush on by the end, everything's going to look really great and flawless. It is just quite a few steps, I know, but I have been loving this contour routine. Next, I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light in this middle yellow shade called Lyric. Guys, I love this contour palette. I know there's a big PR push for it right now. I can tell because I've been watching videos and everyone seems to be pimping this and the brush out. I am not part of the PR kick. I bought this myself and I really love it. Here I am setting my cream contour with the NARS Ida brush and the two lighter shades in the palette. And seriously guys, I have a round face. I don't really have defined cheekbones, but my contour has never looked better. My contour is so on and popping with this contour routine that I am just so freaking obsessed. Now we're going to go ahead and finish the eyes. I'm taking bronze eyeliner from Tarte, which is just a brown eyeliner to throw on the waterline. You could do a nude with this look, but nude eyeliner looks a hot ass mess on me. I have like scrap tutorials in the past because of how bad it looks. So I just like to use a brown, and then I'm taking Bobbi Brown's Toast again and just putting this underneath the lower lash line, all the way from outer corner to inner corner. And then going to add that Makeup Forever M600 and focus this on the outer corners, not too dark or deep because this is again isn't a smoky eye, but just to add a little bit of something. And then because I love Tan Pigment so much and I just want to bathe in it, I'm going to put this right on the inner portion of my eye. And it obviously would not be a tutorial for me without an Anastasia eyeshadow. This is soft gold and I'm putting this in the inner tear ducts to bring some light. I think it makes such a huge difference. It makes it look so angelic and kind of Victoria's Secret Angel inspired, I guess. Okay, my brow highlight is Mylar from MAC. This is an amazing color that is so underrated. It is a satin, so it is a matte color, but it has kind of a reflect of the light, so it's not flat. For blush, I am using Lotus Pink by Mercier. This is a second skin cheek color, so it's really natural, but it is a perfect pink girly blush. And I wanted to keep this look still very feminine and youthful. And then to highlight, I'm using the Beige Shimmerbrick from Bobbi Brown. This is a stunning Shimmerbrick. It is neutral, but it's kind of golden too. And here I'm about to bust out and dance because when the highlighter is on and popping and you get that glow, you're just feeling yourself. I love highlighter, guys. I just can't even handle it. So I'm highlighting my cheekbones and also the center of my face with this. Basically taking a bath in the Bobbi Brown Shimmerbrick. I'm going to line my lips with MAC's Dervish Lip Pencil, and then I totally forgot to highlight my Cupid's bow. So a clip's coming up here where I'm just going to go back into my Shimmerbrick and I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow because you guys know it is not a look for me again without highlighting my Cupid's bow. For lipstick, I'm using this overpriced lipstick from Pore called Pink Dusk. I've really been into soft pink lips lately, and I don't have a ton of pink lipsticks, but this is one of my favorite ones. I just found it in my collection and I haven't used it in forever. And I'm going to top that off with Water Deities Lipglass from MAC, and that will complete our look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this and have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and thank you guys so much for watching.
You got that long hair, slick back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl babe, and the tight little skirt.